On the news tonight, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu charges newly empowers graduates to use the acquired skills to create jobs and uplift their community. Plus, guest on Good Morning Nigeria describes economic disparities, political ambitions, among others, as the reason for agitating for the creation of more states. Good evening and welcome to Nta Ijebu Ode News at 7. I am Fatima Hassan and here are the news in details. Use your newly acquired skills to create jobs, uplift your community and make a lasting impact. That was the charge from Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to over 5,000 graduates at the graduation and empowerment ceremony held for beneficiaries of the State Skills Acquisition Program. Joyken Akwaboya reported that the initiative is driven by the Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The report.
After weeks of intensive training across various trades, these more than 5,000 graduates of the Lagos State Skills Acquisition Program are now fully equipped to take on the world of entrepreneurship.
Since the inception of this administration, we have proudly produced over 34,000 graduates from our skills acquisition centers.
From vulcanizing to welding, catering to hairdressing, and photography to makeup artistry, these beneficiaries represent a new wave of job creators ready to drive grassroots economic growth.
Initially, my children just said I should go there to go and, just keep myself busy or something. But when I got there, I met a lot of opportunities there.
Because I'm so very happy for today, because I can't expect this from just in front. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm so very happy for our government.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who presented the empowerment tools, said the training centers have become lifelines, offering real opportunities for economic independence and self-reliance.
Now you are going out to ensure that for you to compete and compete well, you must be able to design or you're able to bake something that you can sell. And so your pricing must make sense. It will not be that your first thing that you sell, you want to make all the profit from it.
Wife of the governor, Dr. Bijoke Sanwo-Olu, described the graduates as symbols of determination, urging them to embrace continuous learning and uphold integrity in their enterprises.
As you take this bold step forward, remember that learning never stops. Continue to sharpen your skills, embrace new ideas, remain open to opportunities.
With this milestone, the Lagos State government reaffirms its commitment to equipping citizens with practical skills that promote self-reliance and sustainable livelihoods. In Lagos, Joyken Akwaboya, NTA News.
Economic disparities, political ambitions, injustice, marginalization, corruption and poverty are some issues guests on Good Morning Nigeria describe as the acts of cause for the creation of more states. Proponents, however, insist that state creation is the answer to these visible issues. Both sides agree the debate underscores Nigeria's long-standing struggle to balance ethnic diversity, administrative efficiency, and fiscal sustainability. Some guests believe tackling the root causes is the only way to quench the thirst of agitators and Nigerians at large. Lydia Sampson reports.
Many states are already struggling to stay afloat, depending on federal allocations than on generating their own revenue. Some guests are adamant that creating more states will only worsen the problems that need fixing.
I don't think if, the mutilation of the federal structure in Nigeria will be a resolution or solution, to the obvious endemic national calamities that we face as a people today. And whether we like it or not, the question of unity, the question of our decision to stay together as one nation, is very, very questionable.
If states are created and those demands are not made, we will still have agitation and agitation.
The argument for state creation, one of the important arguments for state creation is that you are self-sufficient. You have to provide evidence. Those who make that argument come with, we can take care of ourselves. But the truth is that the ones that are existing are not taking care of themselves.
Advocates, on the other hand, say new states could spark even development and open socio-economic opportunities, particularly in neglected areas.
is the opinion of the masses of this country, collected by each of the constituency. So we are open for submission, we are open for correction, we are open for people to criticize us.
Nigerians deserve to be given the right to express themselves, and then the Constitution, the National Assembly should, do whatever it is, everything possible to ensure that wishes of the people is met.
Guests pointed to Nigeria's lopsided economic map, which fuels agitation as minority and ethnic groups and marginalized regions push for political autonomy and resource control to escape domination and underdevelopment. But others caution that the new states may fall into the same traps as existing ones, adding to the economic burden. In the end, they agreed the agitations reflect deep-seated concerns over fair resource sharing and governance in a nation layered with complex ethnic and economic realities. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
The Universal Basic Education Commission, in collaboration with the Korean International Cooperation Agency, has officially concluded the first phase of the Smart Education project, marking a major milestone in Nigeria's drive towards technology-driven learning in basic education. The 5-year initiative, valued at $10 million, was designed to promote systematic digital transformation in public primary and junior secondary schools across the country. The report.
Through this strategic partnership, 21 established smart schools are now operational, serving as hubs for innovative education.
Smart board. You know why they call it smart board? Let me tell you why.
For Awunte Salau, a student of the FCT Smart School in Kashi, learning has taken on a new dimension with the adoption of computer learning tablets to make complex subjects easier to understand. This transformation is a collaboration between the federal government and the Republic of Korea.
Basic education in Nigeria is the responsibility of the 3 tiers of government: local government, states, and federal government. But if you are not involved with your child's life, even his interface with that very best becomes limited.
In collaboration with KOICA and other partners, we achieved significant milestones. We developed Nigeria's first smart education plan, trained over 800 teachers.
So all kind of experience, I just experiences, okay, through all my life. I'm ready to pour into Nigeria. Thanks to my contribution to, Nigeria.
Smart School project really helped me, especially in terms of learning more in ICT gadgets.
Now reaching the end of its first phase, the project marks the successful conclusion of an ambitious 5-year effort to embed digital learning into Nigeria's public education system.
The Nigerian Association of Women Journalists Ogun State Chapter has congratulated the senator representing Ogun West Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Solomon Olamilekan Adeola, on his 56th birthday anniversary, noting that his giant strides in the senatorial district have inspired socio-economic development and infrastructure growth. Ogun Nawaj, in a statement signed by its chairperson and secretary Sekinat Salam and Omobolaji Adekunle, noted that the senator's birthday is a testament to his strive delivery of good governance and qualitative representation at the National Assembly. The statement added that since Senator Adeola's political career from Lagos State House of Assembly to his present position as a senator representing Ogun West, Senator Olamilekan Adeola, popularly known as Yayi, has been a man of the people who always ensures his constituents remain a top priority. The statement pointed out further that his empowerment programs, particularly for women, is a pointer to his passion for women empowerment and economic emancipation. Ogunawa stated further that though Senator Adeola, who is also the chairman, Senate Committee on Appropriations, is representing Ogun West Senatorial District in the Red Chamber, people of Ogun East and Central Senatorial Districts are also benefiting from his empowerment schemes, scholarship and bursary programs, as well as infrastructural projects. While congratulating him on his new age, Ogunawa expressed optimism that Senator Adeola will further espouse more life-changing programs, infrastructural projects, and socio-economic development schemes in Ogun West. The female journalist, however, prayed that Senator Olamilekan Adeola will celebrate more fruitful years on earth with service to humanity and more accomplishments. Happy belated birthday, sir. We'll be going on a short break. Please stay tuned.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh, yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh, see, for clean whites in all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Welcome back from the break and thanks for rejoining us. Still on birthday celebration. It was an unforgettable reunion showcasing true love and fraternity as members of Nta Ijebu Ode, joined by families and friends, came together to appreciate and celebrate a thoroughbred professional, visionary, and fearless journalist, Comrade Yemi Akintunde, who exited public service after attaining the mandatory 60 years AL&ET. Yemi Dalemo captures the momentous and memorable events and now reports.
But one thing I will appreciate JJ for, there is no one that will go through JJ that won't excel in life.
He has collected the highest number of quality sports, that is commendation, that is the rare sport. In fact, that rare sport, he has about 3. And he has the white sport, that's like the state level, national level, the rare sport. And he has enough of that white sport. It is to tell you that he is someone to reckon with.
He's somebody that, if you look at him from a distance, you might not be able to, until you actually come very close to him, then you understand the kind of person he is. He's somebody I respect so much.
That perfectly described the man, Yemi Akintunde, a retired assistant director news who for many years was an household name on the screen of Nta Ijebu Ode. Yemi Akintunde, JJO as fondly called, is not just a dogged and rugged reporter, but a newsman par excellence whose journalistic work earned him many laurels. For this gathering, which included colleagues, friends, and media chiefs coming together to celebrate the remarkable impacts of Yemi Akintunde while in Nta Ijebu Ode, Oshogbo, and Ilorin, is not just a privilege but a honor well deserved.
So devoted, so dogged, so loyal, and he will give everything it takes within his power to ensure that there is no failure. I so much trusted him, I so much relied on him.
JJ is a kind person. I think it was through him for the first time I heard about, through some reports. I remember the day when one woman was beaten from Itoku. to this junction.
Naked.
Meanwhile, the woman was selling food in a school. It was Jeje that did that report. It was through Jeje I knew the true story.
Jeje said, this is how you write things. That you don't need to look at this thing. When you read it, understand what you say, and you put it in your own language, and put it in your own words. And that is pop. And I want to say that when I translated, and since then, when I translated Lekon, go and voice it, that was one of the reasons that I said, this is my profession. Because Jeje led me.
He will allow you to spread your brain and do your research on all of them, so that at the end of everything, you'll be able to do any of them, not a particular one, any of all of those reports. So that is one of those things I learned from him.
We're saying all this, passing through Nta Ijebu Ode, whoever that passes through here, at least there's always a great achievement.
And Mr. Kitunde Jeje, as I used to call him, is a better half. Abi? Half this way of so Mr. Ladoshi.
The retired Assistant Director News, while recounting his journey in NTA, charged Nigerian journalists to give their best and work hard to create a niche for themselves in the journalism profession.
You see, the rules are set, but you see, the intelligent people will follow the rule to make goals. You understand? But the genius, they break the rule to make discoveries. If you are able to discover, you become a philosopher. You understand? Then you will be outstanding. As journalists, you must break obstacles to achieve. You have to look at what the problem of the society and bring it out and solve it. Get the problem individuals, communities. Look at what is happening to people in the communities. When we were here, we were doing a lot of community stories.
There was a gift presentation to Mr. Yemi Akintunde, while his wife also received a recognition award from Nigerian Association of Sea Dogs Ogun State Chapter for being a wonderful pillar of support. In Abeokuta, Yemi Talemu, NT News.
Happy belated birthday, sir. Globally, the issue of bullying has taken a wider perspective in the society, with victims dying in silence. This is why experts are advocating for more awareness to reduce its impact on the younger generation and save the society from future bullies. Doris Akumoye, who spoke with intellectuals, brings us more.
Bullying is a form of aggressive behavior where an individual or group intentionally harms, intimidates another person, often repeatedly. This action can be carried out verbally, physically, socially, or otherwise to actualize the intention of the perpetrator. Consequently, the trend is majorly perpetrated in the school environment, causing emotional distress, physical harm, and social isolation. These experts say have long-term effects on the academic performance on most students, leading to absenteeism or outright dropouts from school.
We should come to terms with it that it is a problem in our society, especially in our schools. So, one, children should be taught, even from the classroom, they should be taught what bullying is, so that they can recognize it. So that sometimes you're even thinking you are playing with somebody, but that person sees it as being bullied. So we should also teach children so that they're able to know when they are crossing the line between
homes, in our society, that the parents may be bullying, each other in the presence of the children, one another in the presence of the children. Child growing up, especially the males, will not take it up as the normal way of life.
Studies have shown that about 60% of young persons have been victims of bullying part-time.
That will be all for tonight on our English updates. Join us tomorrow for more interesting stories. Have a pleasant night rest.
Oh, what a wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh, yes. you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh, see, for clean whites and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC approved and accredited professional academic programs? Is your UTME score 140 and above? Then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now. Admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.